Hey guys, Zach here, coming at you with another video. By the way, the only reason I'm wearing a hat is because I have horrible hair today. That's my hair decided it didn't want to cooperate, so I'm wearing a hat so that you guys don't have to see that. Because I actually did record this video already, but you see, I noticed how bad my hair was like when I was watching it. So I was like, let's not have to get those, like, let's not get those comments. But regardless, today we're going to be talking about Luigi's Mansion 1 and 3 actually. This is going to be a real comparison video because of the fact that I just want the game to be spooky again. And in my last recording, I went on a bit of a rant, like a huge rant. And I think I'm actually going to do that rant again at the end of this video. So if you want to hear a Luigi's Mansion rant, make sure to stay until the end of the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, all that stuff down below. Also make sure to hit the little notification bell so that you're notified of when I upload. And also check out the merch store. I got some cool Luigi's Mansion themed merch on there. So yeah, so let's get started, you guys.
ZakPak, he's always there for you. ZakPak, only on YouTube. ZakPak, what will he do next? ZakPak, let's find out, 'cause it's on with the show.
So, yeah, the fact that Luigi's Mansion isn't spooky anymore is one of the worst things about new Luigi's Mansion. I'm going to show you a couple clips from the game, and the first clip is going to be when you're first introduced to ghosts in Luigi's Mansion, and then the second one is when you're introduced to ghosts in Luigi's Mansion 3. So you see that it's just so, like, the kind of ghosts you encounter are so different. The first games actually really tried to scare Luigi, and it was just so good. It was just really good. But then the third game, like, what was that? Like, shoo, like, like why? Like, why is that even a thing? Like, it's just so stupid that they completely changed the mood of the game, and it didn't need to be changed. One of the things that people say a lot that I really hate when people say, like, when you guys comment this, it really triggers me. Like, it actually triggers me. When people comment, this is how Luigi's Mansion is now, it's just how it is, or the fact that they just don't want it to be spooky anymore. I'm sorry, if you don't want it to be a spooky game, then why would you make a sequel to a spooky game? I just don't understand, because it's like, it's not like they're making it a scary game. They're making a sequel to a game that's already spooky. What's the issue? Like, why is there an issue? People saying, oh, it doesn't need to be spooky? The first game, why are you going to make a sequel to a spooky game if you don't think it needs to be spooky? I mostly see this as a problem because of the fact that this is coming from a lot of Dark Moon fans. No, I mean, no offense to you guys, but I'm like, I've been playing the game since the original. I wanted a sequel to the original, right? You guys wanted a sequel to a sequel. So it's like, okay, I played the original. I want a sequel to the original. I'm already getting into the rant. I wanted a sequel to the original, but I didn't get it. So now this third game, I'm like, okay, cool. I want a sequel to the original now. We don't get it. We get a sequel to the sequel, basically. Because this is where the spookiness thing comes in, right? I wanted the game to be spooky. I wanted the game to be genuine. And the funny, ironic part is, it had moments of it. The beginning. A lot of the beginning of the game. I'd say until you got to the mezzanine. Basically, that whole part, everything was kind of dark and spooky and well lit, and everything was just great. Like, that whole beginning section was brilliant. And there were some other dark floors in the game, like, you know, Garden Suites was decently dark, so that was cool. But there were so many other floors that were stupidly lit, like Mezzanine. Mezzanine was absolutely awful in my opinion. Like, I liked Chef Soufflé and I liked his battle, But boy, the floor was so underwhelming. Way too bright, way too lit up. It just sucked. And it was one of the floors I was more excited for, to be honest. Before I played the game, I was excited for it. So it really, really sucks that it just took away. To me, it takes away so much the game not being spooky. And like I said, the beginning did it great. So why wasn't it that for the rest of the game? Like, Twisted Sweet is my favorite floor, and it had some great moments. But the floor was just so bright to where it really just took away a lot of the time. Like, I don't get, like, and this also has to do with the brightness. Like, obviously, the spookiness and atmosphere of the game obviously kind of correlates with the brightness of the game. And just taking away all of that, I mean, like, the one thing I'll never understand. Let's look at the first, my voice went away there. The one thing I'll never understand, let's look at the first game again. The ghosts. Portrait ghosts and common ghosts alike, their whole main thing was that they hid in the darkness. That's what I love. Look at pictures of all the portrait ghosts. They're in dark rooms. Neville's sitting by a fireplace, you know, that's dimly lighting up the room, just enough to where you can see a little bit of the room, but it's not overly bright. The twins are in this dark room in the 3DS remake. Like, it just looks so good. Look at the twins. They look so menacing, so creepy. But then, this game, we have Morty under a giant spotlight. Like, how is he under this giant, actually in this picture, 2 giant spotlights? I'm sorry, I thought ghosts hated the light. I thought ghosts liked darkness. I thought that was a whole thing for Luigi's Mansion, that the ghosts were drawn to darkness. Hell, even one of the portrait ghosts in the original game, Uncle Grimly, hides in the darkness. He's a hermit of the darkness. Adds so much personality and eeriness to these, like, basically dead residents. It added so much. But then this game strips all of that away. Like, no backstories for these ghosts whatsoever. So these are just goofy human ghosts. They have no personality or charm or even eeriness. Like, they don't feel like dead residents of the hotel. They don't. They just feel like goofy ghosts that inhabit each floor. Whoa! Like, it's stupid. It's so stupid and dumb. Like, it's just bad. Like, so many people are like, oh, but Zach, they brought back human ghosts. You should be happy. And you know what? I am happy. I am happy that they actually brought back human ghosts. But in my opinion, they half-assed it. They did not do a good job with them. They're basically just end bosses of the floor. They have no personality. They have nothing to them. They're just goofy. They're just like, whoa, I'm going to mess up Luigi's day. Whoa. And just do stupid, mischievous things rather than being genuinely human and creepy. Like, it's just mind-boggling to me how this is just not Luigi's Mansion to me. And you know what? Look, I know there are so many people that love this new direction with Luigi's Mansion. I know that for a fact. Because, I mean, obviously, the game did so well. But one of the things I hate is that it's all, no, again, don't take offense to anything I'm saying. This is just me speaking out of passion for Luigi's Mansion. This isn't me attacking anyone for how they like Luigi's Mansion. It's a game at the end of the day. But what I hate is that it's a lot of casual players who really like all the new things in Luigi's Mansion. Like, you look at reviewers like IGN or just people who aren't Nintendo or specifically Luigi's Mansion gamers, and they think the game is great. You look at those reviews and you don't see them complaining about the brightness or the lack of common ghosts. You don't see them complaining about it because that's not what they care about. They don't care that much about the Luigi's Mansion series. Like, it's just another Nintendo game that they've got to review. So, to me, it's just... spookiness is one of the things that made the original so great. And so many people are like, why do you, why does the original matter that much to you? Because of the fact that it's the original. It's the one that started it all. So shouldn't future games be based off of that? I mean, yes, you have capturing ghosts, but I mean, if you don't have capturing ghosts, is it even Luigi's Mansion at that point? Like, besides the capturing ghost aspect, what aspects of the original game are in this game? Tell me, I'll wait. You can't say portrait ghosts. They're completely different. They completely changed how the human ghosts work in this game. The atmosphere is completely different. You don't unlock, you don't collect keys and unlock the mansion one room at a time. There's no interconnectivity. There's nothing that makes this Luigi's Mansion to me. Even the Mario call, to me, it's weird that like if you hit the left, down, and right arrows in that order, you could still get the same Mario call. Why aren't those different Mario calls? Like they should be different. Like that, just and I don't know. To me, Luigi's Mansion 3 is just so lame. It really is. Like the more and more I think about it, it's a good game. Like I'm not saying it's not a good game. But it's just not Luigi's Mansion to me. It's like, to me, one of the main things that makes Luigi's Mansion is the atmosphere. You know that moment in the original Luigi's Mansion where Luigi realizes what's going on, where he goes down into the well and he sees his brother in a painting. He reaches out for his brother. He's petrified. There's a real sense of dread there. But there's none of that in this game. Luigi as a character, I'm sorry. Luigi's gotten personality, but it's devolved over the series. It's really devolved. It's just not good anymore. Like in the original game, Luigi was a coward. This was set in stone. This is where Luigi was a coward, yes. But it wasn't done for laughs. The whole point of Luigi being a coward was that throughout the game, he overcame that cowardice, defeating all these ghosts, and he eventually saved his brother, overcoming his fears, doing all of that. Even in Dark Moon, there was that. There was that kind of atmosphere and mood with Luigi. Luigi was more clumsy and stupid, yes, but there was still that overcoming aspect, that overcoming of fear. You see it at the end cutscene where Mario is like, "You did it, bro," and Luigi's like, "I did it." Like, he felt proud of himself. Luigi's Mansion 3, there's none of that. There's absolutely none of that. Luigi is just played for laughs. He's basically a comic relief. Like, you see Luigi, how he fumbles around with the elevator button. Oh, he loses it. He throws it to the mouth of a plant. Oh, he loses it. He throws it to the DJ. Oh, he loses it to a mouse. Twice. Like, he's just played for laughs. All of his screams, all of his cries are stupid. Like, look at the original or the opening ghost cutscene. You see this ghost being goofy, shoo. Like, it's so goofy and so stupid. Then you have a stupid jump scare that's like, and Luigi gets scared. How does that scare Luigi? How? Like, how? Like, it's just, oh my god. And the elevator button cutscene where Luigi gets shocked every single time the button gets taken from his hand. Oh, we're on floor 15. This has happened for the millionth time. How are you still surprised by this? This is just not Luigi's Mansion. The more and more and more I think about it, it's just not. And I actually talked to a friend yesterday about this. I was heated because we were talking about Animal Crossing, funny enough, and how that series has evolved over time, and how it's the same game, but it's just adding new things, and it's evolving. But Luigi's Mansion changed. And I told her about that, and I was like, Luigi's Mansion is just not what it used to be, and because like she was like talking to me about Animal Crossing because she's very passionate about Animal Crossing. So I was like, I'll talk about Luigi's Mansion, and I showed her screenshots of the third game, and then she was like, what does the first game look like? So I showed her the first game, and she's like, wow, yeah, like the first game just looks so much better because of the fact that they changed it. She kind of understood my perspective that this is the game I loved and wanted a sequel to. And they're not making a sequel to that Luigi's Mansion. They made a sequel to Dark Moon and just added some elements of the original back in. And even when they did, they're just kind of half-assed in. So, yeah. If Next Level Games continues what they're doing with Luigi's Mansion, I might not even buy the fourth game. To be honest, like, they've changed it at this point. Like, this is now Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon's sequel, and gonna be trilogy whenever 4 comes out. So, if they want to make Luigi's Mansion like Dark Moon, fine. But I'm not gonna play it. I mean, I thought 3 was good, like, but it's just not Luigi's Mansion. Like, it's good, but I don't want a good Luigi's Mansion game. I want a great Luigi's Mansion game because Luigi's Mansion is my favorite game of all time. It should be a great game by default, but it's not. So, I don't know. My next video is actually going to be tomorrow. And this is going to be a really interesting one because of the fact that it's actually going to be a video that I send to Next Level Games. Because I'm just done at this point. Like, I always cover Luigi's Mansion, but I'm really starting to get tired of it. I'm starting to lose all of my, like, especially going back and playing the original game. I really am just like, they're not going to fix this series for me. It's not for me anymore. What's the point of covering it and talking about it and thinking of the future if it's just not going to be my cup of tea, if it's not going to be something that I enjoy? So tomorrow's video is going to be a video I sent to Next Level Games. So make sure you watch tomorrow's video. Make sure you comment on tomorrow's video. That's important. Make sure to comment on tomorrow's video because your comments I am encouraging Next Level Games to look at. So if they do decide to actually watch the video, it's actually going to be a long video too. So make sure to comment. Make sure to do all that stuff. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's a bit of a ranty video, and I know you guys hate when I bash Luigi's Mansion 3 because you think I'm too negative. But to me, it's a big deal. It's a deal breaker for me because it's just not the Luigi's Mansion I like. It's just not. I like the game, but I'm never gonna go back and replay it. Like, it'll probably be years until I go back and replay the game. You know, it's like, really? So, anyways, I'm done. It's actually shorter than the last recording I did today. Props to me. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and until next time, see you guys in the next one.